Hi, this is Introduction to Algebra, and we're looking at writing expressions and formulae. So first of all, what is an expression? Well, an expression is a collection of terms that are separated by either the addition, subtraction, multiplication or division sign. Let's look at some examples because I think that always makes it clearer. So are these expressions? My first one is 3c plus b. Well, I've got two terms there, 3c and b, and they are separated by the addition sign. So yes, this is an expression. The second one, 55 subtract 2a equals 36. But if I look at the first part of that equation, the bit before the equal sign, I've got two terms, 55 and 2a, and they're separated by a subtraction sign. So the first part, 55 subtract 2a, is an expression. The bottom one is x squared is greater than y squared. Well, here again, I've got two terms, but this time they're separated with the greater than sign. So this one isn't an expression. So what is a formula? Well, a formula shows you how to calculate something. Let me show you an example. Right, here there's a rectangle and written in it is A equals LW, and I'm pretty sure that you know that that's the formula for calculating the area of the rectangle. So that A stands for the area, it equals L, the length, multiplied by the width, W. There's not a multiplication sign there because in algebra, if you see two letters or a number and a letter next to each other, then that means that they're multiplied. You don't need to write the multiplication sign. So here are some more formula. You might know some of them already. Let's see. The first one is A equals pi r squared. Do you know what that's the formula for? Well done if you knew that that's the formula for calculating the area of a circle. Let's look at the second one. C equals pi d. Pi multiplied by d. What could that be a formula for? Well done if you knew that's the formula for calculating the circumference of a circle. There, the d stands for the diameter. You find the circumference of a circle by multiplying the diameter by pi. And the bottom one, I've got b multiplied by h, divided by 2 equals a. Do you know what that's the formula for? It's a formula for calculating the area of a triangle. Base, b, multiplied by height, h, divided by 2 equals a triangle's area. So what do I mean when I talk about writing an expression or a formula then? Well, let's look at a question. Rebecca is X years old, Jude is 2 years younger. Write an expression for Jude's age in terms of X. I think this is an example of maths looking a little bit more complicated than it really is. In terms of X, write an expression in terms of X. All that means is write an expression using X. And instead of using X, say the question read Rebecca is 46 years old, Jude is 2 years younger, then you would know straight away that to work out Jude's age, you would do 46 subtract 2. We're going to do the same, but we're going to use X instead. So the expression here for Jude's age is X take away 2. X, whatever my age, take away 2 would be Jude's age. Here's another example. George has X pens, Andrew has 4 more, Pepsi has twice as many as George, Shirley has twice as many as Andrew. Write an expression in terms of X for each person. Well, this looks like it's going to be really complicated. There's lots of information, there's maths technical vocabulary in terms of X. Let's see if it really is that hard though. Well, here's the same question. And we've got George, Andrew, Pepsi and Shirley, and we've got to write an expression in terms of X, just using X for each person. So George. Okay, well here's the straightforward one. He's got X pens. We don't know how many pens he's got, but we're using X to represent that. Now Andrew has got 4 more. So whatever George has got, Andrew has got 4 more than that. So we know that George has got X. So Andrew has got X plus 4. Pepsi has got twice as many as George. So whatever George has got X, Pepsi's got twice that. So we can say that she has got 2X. Excuse my slightly wobbly X's, but you know what I mean. Now, Shirley has got twice as many as Andrew. So we know that Andrew has got X plus 4. and Shirley has got twice as that. So she's got x plus 4 multiplied by 2. Well, BIDMAS is really, really important in algebra. And to work out how much Shirley has got, I need to do that x plus 4 first, the bit that Andrew's got. So I'm going to put that in brackets. And then that's the bit that has to be multiplied by 2, which we put at the front of the bracket. So what this means is Andrew's x plus 4, we would calculate that first and then multiply it by 2 because Shirley has got twice as many as Andrew. So Brian buys 9 books. Each book costs X number of pounds and the total cost is T. Find a formula for T in terms of X. Okay, so here I've got a formula and my answer, the total cost is T. So what I'm doing, T equals. Now the total cost, so if he's got 9 books and each book was X number of pounds, I would work out the total cost by multiplying the number of books he bought, 9, by X, however much each book cost. T equals 9X. Cups of tea cost T pence each and cups of coffee cost C pence each. Write an expression for the total cost of 3 cups of tea and 2 cups of coffee. Well, let's write an expression for first of all, for the 3 cups of tea. So I know that 1 cup of tea is T. If I bought 3 of them, that would be 3T. Added to that, so I'm going to use the addition sign there, is the price of 2 cups of coffee. So I know that 1 cup of coffee is C, but I'm buying 2 of them. 3T plus 2C. A shop sells toilet rolls at 99 pence each. Find a formula for C, the total cost in pence, of X toilet rolls. Okay, so this is a formula where my answer is going to be C, the total cost. So C equals the total cost in pence of X number of toilet rolls. Well, I know that 1 toilet roll is 99p. And I'm buying X number of them. So I would do 99 multiplied by X to find the total cost. So a banana costs B pence, a melon costs 3 times as much as a banana, and a pineapple costs 5 pence less than a melon. Write an expression for the cost of the melon and the pineapple. Well, this is the sort of question sometimes that make my heart sink because it just sounds so complicated. But let's break it down. So first of all, I want to know how much a banana costs. That's quite straightforward. That's B pence. Okay. And now a melon costs 3 times as much as a banana. So that would be 3 multiplied by B. Now let's look at the pineapple. A pineapple costs 5 pence less than a melon. So the melon is 3B. And the pineapple is 5 pence less. So if I work out 3B, then I subtract 5, then I've got an expression for the cost of the pineapple. So it wasn't as complicated as it first looks. Find an expression for the area of this rectangle. Okay, so I know that to find the area of a rectangle, what I would do is multiply the length by the width. And I can see that the length is 4B. And I can multiply that by A. That's the length multiplied by the width. Now, can you see what's wrong with that? That's right, it's got a multiplication sign in there, which I don't really need. So I can do 4B, A. That could also be written as 4AB. looks a little bit neater to have the letters in alphabetical order, and with the multiplication, it doesn't matter what order they come in, but they both mean all of those expressions that you've got there, 4b multiplied by a, 4ba, or 4ab, all mean exactly the same thing. So what next? Well, again, practice, and practice some more until this feels like second nature. It's really not as complicated as it looks.